Every year I try and create a video which is as short as possible where I explain to you exactly how our academy works, because a lot of people still kind of get a bit confused about how it works and what it does. I will try and keep it as simple as possible. Basically, it's for riders who are in years 12 and 13 of their school education, although we do have some under 23s and some older riders who come and join us as well. We are based at Oaklands College in St Albans, which is in Hertfordshire, just northwest of London, but we have riders that come to us for their education and training from all over the country because we've got residential provision as well. Some local riders travel in and others, as I say, live on site all the time. So that's our residential provision. The residential provision is the only part of our academy that costs anything, and that's because you're paying for effectively full board and food and that kind of thing. The rest of your academy time is paid for by the course that you're studying. So once you've been accepted into the academy, the next prerequisite is you have to be studying at Oaklands College. Our system works like this. We prioritise training time, but we also ensure that you keep up to date with your studies. So you train every morning and you study every afternoon, except on Wednesdays, because on Wednesdays we've got the whole time free for the cycling academy. That's how things work in essence. So it's being accepted into the academy first of all, and then taking your chosen course in the afternoon. It used to be that people said, oh, Oaklands Walk Cycling Academy is not for me because I need to be doing 3 or 4 A levels. Well, actually now, if you go down the DICE route, then that's no longer the case, because in actual fact you can be achieving around about 4 A levels worth of UCAS points whilst maximising your training with us at the same time. If you're chosen for the DICE course, have a look at the British Cycling website and that'll tell you about DICE, which is the Diploma in Sporting Excellence. We've got riders in our academy this year who are the first people nationally to do a Diploma in Sporting Excellence in cycling with us at Oaklands College as well. So that's how the education side works. Training wise, we've split now this year into multiple groups. We have 4 coaches, including myself, who are coaching most days, if not every day. And then we have a strength and conditioning coach, and we have a physiotherapist as well, who are completely dedicated to our academy. Our aim is to maximise our riders' time within the 2 years that they have with us, so they become the best rider they can possibly be in that time, and they get a chance to experiment, try different parts of cycle sport, try different things, and crucially for us, it's about keeping them in love with the sport and not losing them at an age where we lose so many young cyclists to our sport. So that's our number one aim, is to keep people after 2 years with us really engaging with and loving cycling for all different modes. Beyond that, of course, the next thing is about achieving goals and winning races. And we're coming into our 6th year now. We've won, I think, over 160 races now, getting on for 15 or 20 national championships, lots of medals. And this is broadening across the disciplines as well, because we've had top level track cyclists, track sprinters, road riders, time trialists, mountain bikers, cross-country mountain bikers come through our academy. Check it all out on our website because there's far more detail there about all of those results as well. Our success on the mountain bike side gave us the option of setting up a free ride academy last year, and we've got our first intake of free riders now. So this is BMX race, dirt jump, pump track, mixed trail, downhill, enduro, all that kind of thing. And that's headed up by my colleague, Will Raymond, and it's been really successful already this year. So we're looking forward to taking in our second intake of free riders next year, which will be really, really exciting. We normally split into 3 or 4 training groups of a day. And the best way to think about it is, and I'm coming to you, by the way, from Club La Santa in Lanzarote at the moment, if you're wondering why I'm not wearing much in the temperature. The best way to think about the Oaklands Walk Cycling Academy is it's kind of like a 2-year, all year round training camp, except you meet up with the same group of riders every day. Everyone has their own goals, their own ambitions, and their own plan as laid out by us, but we train together in training groups. And that training group ethos is really, really important to us because it's what keeps riders engaged. We'll always have some riders who come through who are quite happy doing their own thing, and our job then is to help them find their path without them feeling like they're being forced to do things they don't want to do. So there's always an element of compromise, but at the same time our job across the whole 2 years is to ensure that we give as much specific detail to each individual person. And the riders all have an assigned kind of lead coach over what they're doing as well, and that really helps with planning and progression. We're not a race team, so riders never race for us. We are a training academy who then embellishes and grows the riders and sends them back to their clubs and teams that they're racing for. A big part of what we also do is helping to connect our riders up with exit routes, so whether that's going on to university, whether that is getting into an elite cycling team or racing abroad, one of the things we start doing from quite early on is helping our riders think about what their next steps are, and then use our kind of contacts to give them ideas and options going forward. And that's something we're really proud of, particularly through our alumni going over the last 5 years in terms of where they've gone on to. It's been really, really exciting. So that's how it works. We have a trial in January, and in February there is also a Wolfpack Day, which I can give you more detail about at another point, but that is kind of, we'll use that as sort of a second trial, but the main trial is in January. So if you're watching this now and it's pre-January, get in touch, use the email address cycling@oaklands.ac.uk to express your interest. Come along and find out more there. If you're in year 7, 8, 9, 10, feel free to get in touch using that email address as well. And we'll be able to put you on our waiting list and keep you updated on all the things we're doing: road, track, time trial, cyclocross, mountain bike XC, and then all the free ride disciplines as well, which are just so exciting this year. It's a great time to be getting involved with the original, the first, and still the best college-based cycling academy anywhere in the country at Oaklands Wolves. Connect with us, follow us on socials, and come along for the ride.